Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
I'm sure she regrets it.
Perhaps. Perhaps not.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not.
That's exactly what I'm
Who
doing.
knows what lurks within their hearts?
Oh god. This is like some
You are a
serious
girl from
shit.
the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
For the king.
I'm sure she
Let the
would...
girl answer the question.
I would be true to the king, Your Grace.
Well said. I was beginning to worry you didn't have your priorities straight.
I'm lying. I'm a lying
She is a
bitch.
threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
My sense is this girl will say almost anything to get what she wants.
Pretty much, yes. Yeah.
Which is not very encouraging.
Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah.
I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Of course, Your Grace.
I think Marjorie's upset with me. My lesbe.
I'll walk you out. This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton.
Yeah, well, he's fucking dead now, isn't he?
We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss. These would be trying times for your family, even under the best of circumstances.
Thank you, Lord Tyrion. That's very kind of you to say.
That certainly took courage. To so publicly declare your loyalty to Joffrey for all to hear. Poor Lady Marjorie was humiliated, although Cersei seemed quite pleased. It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining.
I was trying to appease her.
I think that was clear to everyone. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The Crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the Crown in this regard, not her.
What are you suggesting?
I suppose the Crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance. And
Dun,
it would
dun, dun.
infuriate Cersei.
Oh, which is what he
Although
wants.
what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house.
Dun, dun, dun.
Are you willing to risk that?
Yeah.
It's a risk I'm willing to take, Lord Tyrion. Please.
You are a brave girl, aren't you? I'll consider it.
Alright.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight.
Is that...
3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival. The mere thought of them makes me thirsty already.
I hope we
He's
meet
such an
again.
alcoholic.
Nothing would make Cersei happier. Until then, be careful. This is not the North.
This is not the
King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
Mira, I was worried. How was it? Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing.
It didn't go very well.
I'm sorry. Cersei is known for being rather difficult.
But like my mom.
At least
My
it's
mom
over
is
now.
difficult. I think I handled her pretty well.
Lady Marjorie has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding.
Oh god.
Of course, you and I are seated way at the back. Here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons.
Oh.
Sir Jamie. I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his.
Sarah!
What?
It's true.
Ooh.
And Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper. I'm told he has a paramour.
You'll get us in trouble.
We're just having some fun. Perhaps Lady Marjorie could make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands.
Uh-oh.
Although, marrying a king, I can only imagine what that would be like. Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you'd become queen?
No.
He does have a certain look about him.
I'd be willing to marry, but not Joffrey.
Well, I would marry him. Imagine the power
No,
you would have
no.
as queen
I
of
don't
the Seven
know.
Kingdoms.
Mm-mm.
I might even allow you to be my handmaiden. Let's see, who else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect
Wow.
match.
Wow.
Sir Bronn and...
What are you doing? Well,
I'm sorry, my lady.
As am I. We shouldn't have been messing about.
this is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful. The Queen was pleased by your display, Mira. I'm just glad it's over.
Me too. That's horrible.
King's Landing can be exhausting sometimes. There's always someone to please or some perceived slight to smooth over. I fear it will only get worse when I am queen.
Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you.
Do you agree?
Yeah.
Once you are queen, the lords and ladies will do their best to please you.
You learn very quickly.
It's true.
You were brave agreeing to obey the Boltons. That cannot have been easy. I know you must
Fucking hate
fear
the
what Lord
Boltons.
Bolton might do to your family.
I am, yeah. Pretty...
I do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind. Something important. I did have a favor to ask of you in return.
Whatever you wish to say, you can say it in front of Sarah. There are no secrets between us.
It's about my family.
I trust her. Go on. Ask.
Forgive me, my lady. I wouldn't otherwise ask this of you, but my mother insisted. It's about my family.
Ramsay Snow. What would you have me do?
My mother fears our family will suffer if Ramsay is left to do as he likes.
Dun, dun, dun.
She thought, if a raven could be sent to the Boltons to let them know House Forrester has the protection of the crown. I know it's a lot to ask of you, and I wouldn't otherwise, but she insisted.
That is no small request, especially now.
I know, my lady, and I wouldn't ask this of you otherwise. But my mother has left me no choice. She insisted.
Joffrey knows only too well your family fought for the Starks, and now you would have me ask him to intervene. Is the situation that dire?
You can't, my lady. King Joffrey won't like it. Just think how he turned on Lady Sansa.
I will forever be in your debt. My family will forever be in your debt.
Come on. Come on. Come on, Marjorie. You can do this. You're a smart
I don't
lady.
know, Mira. If Cersei were to
Oh
find
god.
out...
Oh god. I'm going to be quiet.
Ramsay Snow will arrive at Ironrath within the week. I would never ask this of you if it weren't so urgent.
All you have to do is send a raven. That's all you have to do. That's all you
Very
have to
well.
do.
I'll make your request, but I cannot promise anything.
Thank you, my lady. I will send a raven to my family at once.
Dun dun dun. Sarah's like, what the fuck? Can't believe you did that. She's so surprised. Wolfswood, who is this? Is this Garrett again? What the?
7 elves.
This is kind of scary, I would say. What?
Let's play a little game.
Oh, Ramses? No.
Did you know my ancestors wore the skins of their enemies as a coat?
How did you fucking know that I was standing behind that fucking tree? We need to leave. We need to fucking leave.
Not my best work, unfortunately. I suppose I have full enough practice. But he didn't make it easy, what with all that bloody noise.
Like a drowning cat. I thought he'd never stop.
As my father likes to say, a naked man holds few secrets. But the flayed man holds none.
Pity he didn't know your father was the Warden of the North.
He does now.
I don't understand what the point of this is.
How much further is it?
Oh, there we go.
These foresters.
A day, my lord. 2 at most.
What was that?
Ha! You heard a fucking twig snapping, and it's the fucking... It's fucking Westeros. There's animals.
There. Hear that? I know I heard something. Never mind. We've wasted enough time already.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Who is that they killed? This is crazy. Ooh! I'm scared. I'm really scared of looking at this person. Is this who is this?
Bloody hell.
Who is this? Who is it? I don't know who it was. Are we going to the wall? This isn't the wall. It's not snowy enough for the wall.
Lord
this is
Ethan,
Lord Ethan. Okay.
as I was saying, you are young. And there are those within these walls who are uncertain of your leadership.
Really?
But 300 generations of Forester Lords stand behind you.
300.
Lord Gerhard the Tall, who founded our house, and your grandfather, Lord Thorin the Bold, who seized back the river valley from the White Hills.
Mm-hmm.
What did they call my father?
Lord Gregor the Good.
Gregor the Good. It's because he was pretty nice.
He was fair and wise.
I want to be like that, like my father.
Your father was well regarded by nearly everyone. It took years, if not decades, to earn.
Wow. Gotta try.
These were your father's people
Gotta
to
try
lead and
sometime.
protect, and now they're yours. But your father did not bear this responsibility alone. He and every Forester Lord before him chose one man whom they trusted above all others. The Lord Sentinel,